Hello, and thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to have an update from our Chief Administrative Officer, Lincoln Saunders, as we talk about employee bonuses. Lincoln, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Abdul. Thanks for having me.
So let's talk a little bit about what's going on today. We have a special meeting, and it's all around employee bonuses.
Absolutely. So the mayor and I are greatly appreciative of City Council agreeing to host a special meeting today, as well as a second meeting next Wednesday to introduce and hopefully adopt a budget amendment to provide roughly $8.9 million for general employee bonuses.
And why does the mayor and council and leadership think that this is so important to do for our employees?
I think that the mayor, the city council, and I think the citizens of Richmond recognize that to navigate the pandemic the past 2 years, really every city employee has had to sacrifice, had to innovate, had to find new ways to navigate this pandemic in order to provide the services that our citizens depend on. We've lost colleagues to this pandemic. Our colleagues have lost loved ones. It has been an incredibly challenging last 2 years. And while we all know that resources are tight, and particularly with revenues being impacted by the pandemic, we've had to be, cautious in how we address staff pay, et cetera. We believe we've got the resources and the opportunity now to recognize the hard work over the last several years by providing a bonus of $3,000 for every full-time employee and $1,500 for every part-time employee, just to say thank you and to show that we appreciate their work and sacrifice over the last 2 years.
So let's talk a little bit about the nitty-gritty of those bonuses.
Yeah,
because I know people want to know what are their parameters, who's going to receive them, and when will they receive them?
Absolutely. So the bonuses are eligible for classified and unclassified city employees, and they're going to be awarded, as I said before, the one-time bonus of $3,000 for full-time employees and $1,500 for part-time employees in their February 4th paycheck, assuming adoption by City Council next Wednesday. In order to be eligible for the bonus, city employees have to meet the following criteria. First and foremost, you need to have not received the public safety bonus that was distributed in December. You would need to be an active employee hired prior to December 10th, 2021, be an active employee on January 8th, 2022, and you can't be an elected constitutional or AmeriCorps staff to receive the bonus.
Well, that's good news. And then the other question people are going to have is, will those employees who received the bonus previously also be eligible for receiving this bonus?
No, we were, as you may have heard as we were talking about both the city's ARPA plan as well as this employee bonus, we were able to fund the public safety bonuses for our police, fire, justice services, 911 operators using ARPA funding because that was allowable under the federal regulations. To provide it for our general employees, we needed to find general fund dollars. So those bonuses that were awarded for the public safety in December will mean that they are not receiving the bonus in February that's intended for our general employees.
Okay. And then the other question I know some inquiring minds want to know, how are these bonuses being funded?
They're being funded with a budget amendment that we are able to introduce because of certified new revenues from tax assessments on our real estate property that are coming in over the projections that we had in the budget. I believe that those projections were created around $11.4 million in new revenue for the city, of which $8.9 million is being appropriated for the bonuses.
That's awesome. And so as we close, is there anything else that you want us to know or that we've missed during this conversation?
I think I would just want to reiterate that the mayor and city council are doing this fully out of a sincere appreciation for the work and sacrifices of our workforce. We could literally go department by department and person by person and point to the ways that they have stepped up, they have served, they put their community ahead of their own personal safety, to be honest. And we just greatly appreciate that. We appreciate the leadership of the mayor and the council recognizing that sacrifice and service and making this possible.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you, CAO Saunders, for joining us today. Until next time.